So a lot of information to take in there, and we want to bring in Dr. Darria Gillespie now. She's an emergency room physician and author of the new book, Mom Hacks.
It's a great book, I have to say. Sorry. We'll get to the book in a moment. You're joining us live in studio because this is a big deal, and even though, you know, the school district is saying no threat, everything's going to be fine, parents are worried. What is TB?
So I'm glad you're asking me. We are parents here, so I understand their concerns. Tuberculosis is an infection of the lungs, and we heard that mom talking about how kids share everything. I have a 2- and a 5-year-old. They share everything. The one good thing I can tell people, it's not like the flu. It does not spread that easily. Tuberculosis spreads when somebody coughs or sneezes and you inhale it. It's not like on surfaces. It's not on clothing. You can't get it from sharing glasses or anything. So we can give everybody a little reassurance there.
So with transmission, though, if the school's saying we've cleaned everything, is that really kind of a false flag that everything's okay? Because it really depends on an undiagnosed child being back in the school.
So what they're going to look at are all the close contacts. What you look at are people who live in the home with the children who were sick. And the Department of Health will probably say, should we look at the kids who are the actual homeroom classmates? Who are the very closest contacts? Those are the ones that they'll probably be monitoring and watching for a while, depending on the child.
You know, we want to know what you can do to treat it, but also, does it often the symptoms mask as something else that parents may not be aware?
So active tuberculosis, we can tell everybody the symptoms. It tends to be a cough that won't go away. It's night sweats, a fever, and weight loss. It's really unexplained. Those are kind of the classic symptoms. If somebody has those, definitely, especially in this case, talk to the Department of Health and reach out to them.
And how long does it take for, say, those symptoms to present in chorus, in unison?
So in most people who are healthy, even if they're exposed to tuberculosis, our bodies can fight it off. It's in those people who are susceptible for some reason or immunocompromised, and they, if they're not monitored, could show symptoms months or years later, which is why I'm sure the Department of Health, any close contact will be monitoring them. And if somebody thinks that they were a close contact with these children, they should approach the Department of Health.
We want to get to the book, but quickly, vaccines?
No, not a vaccine that we use in the United States.
Okay.
Treatment, I just want to make sure we tell people the tuberculosis is treatable, but we're seeing people who don't complete their medications, and then we're getting drug-resistant tuberculosis, which is what's frightening. So anybody who's advised to take it, it's sometimes 6 to 9 months. Take the full course.
Okay, so this was a TB hack for everybody paying attention, because we want to give everybody the proper information. But the book, we want to talk about that because it's on a national bestsellers list, number 19 on Publishers Weekly. Mom Hacks, are you surprised?
It made it today, made the bestseller list today. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to see everybody enjoying it and
There's
feeling
your book.
better.
And that's you, right? But tell us, because, you know, here you are, this emergency room doctor, successful marriage, kids, you look great, you work out. How do you write this book? And, you know, it's not just some loose pamphlet. You really poured your heart into this.
That's a point I have to make, because I don't have everything figured out and then happen to write a book. I needed help. I needed every hack in this book. That's why I research it for myself and for my mama friends and my patients. How can we make health simpler so that we can all feel I've got this? And that's how I can do everything.
It's like a Bible for it is. It's a great
cheat sheet.
go-to.
It's a cheat sheet for every woman out there.
Dr. Darria, you did it. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Love it, and best of luck as it keeps climbing up the list.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. We
Thank you so
appreciate your
much.
help. All right, here's a look at Dr. Darria's book just once again. Can we show it one more time? It's coming.
Mom
Ready? The magic of TV.
And how do you get the news? Is
There
it
it
like
is.
your publisher calls you and says, hey, you're never going to believe this?
I got an email.
Got an email.
That's as simple as it is, folks. Wait by your computer for an email, and you too can have a great book, a national bestseller, we hope.
Yeah, you
Darria,
got to write number 2 after this, right?
Yeah, Mom Hacks too.
I'll
All
need more hacks.
Thank you again, and we totally appreciate you coming in to explain TB.
My pleasure.